That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ Show.
The only thing more boring than listening to Kevin on the air is actually meeting him in person. Wow, what a lame personality. And he looks really, really weird up close in person.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ Show.
Virginia is terrible. I didn't even know she was a female until I saw her picture. Definitely not hot. She's gross, unfunny, and annoying, yet somehow doesn't suck as much as Jason.
So I get it twice?
Yeah, you do.
Jason looks like a bloated Forrest Gump. Too bad he's not as smart or as articulate as him. My favorite part of the KVJ show is when that moron is not there. Seriously, Kevin, hire someone funny.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ Show.
Producer Dennys sucks and is bringing your show way downhill. You guys used to be funny, but now y'all talk about dumbass things about drugs. I always hate when Dennys is ruining the show.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ Show.
Dennys has to run in here while he's trying to work to read insults about himself and then run back out.
Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Well, you guys are talking cruises. I was like, I can run to the bathroom real quick. I'm peeing and Suits texts me. So I'm trying to pull up prep as I'm running through the hallway.
You're running.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the KBJ Show. How you guys doing today?
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good.
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
What day was it that you had your hand on the urinal mint, JBird?
That was Monday, I believe, wasn't it? Was
Yeah.
that Monday? Yeah, we're almost back to normal. I have some blue still underneath my nails. I cannot get my nails any shorter than that. If I do, I'll start to dread using ketchup. It'll make my fingers just swollen. If my fingernails are too short, ketchup and salty things go in there, and it makes it all a mess.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you use a fork?
You know I am. Lake Park. We like to get dirty.
I'm glad we got that explanation because I didn't know where that was going. Okay.
Spaghetti, I eat it with my hands.
No, I'm not that big of an animal.
Lasagna, that too.
Okay. Well, you're going to get the blue off just in time to strip naked and run on a treadmill tomorrow night. That's going to be exciting.
Yes. How
Yeah.
was the training yesterday?
Good, Dennys. I did a full Monty in front of Dennys.
Well, you got the right physical trainer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because when you think athletic coach.
Well,
Yes.
we took a video, and when I looked back at it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to release this, but you can
Kind of a sneak peek of what we're going to see
yeah.
tomorrow night.
Kind of.
What's
What do
it
you
going to
think,
look like?
Virginia?
I like that. So they put the Bigfoot head where it's strategically covering the
Yeah, naughty bits.
naughty bits.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, release it.
Okay. Poor Dennys has got to film all this crap.
Yeah, he's seen every part of you.
Every part.
Every part of you.
He's seen more parts than I have.
Yeah. Probably more often, too.
Poor guy.
Yeah. That is going to be going down tomorrow night if you want to come out and witness JBird paying off the donations made to Little Smiles. That's why he's doing this whole thing. The Naked Mile is going to be run at Swamp Grass Willie's in Palm Beach Gardens tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, JBird?
I'm finally able to move into my new place. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And officially, I am not paying on two places, which is a really, really good feeling.
Yay.
Yeah, I have a kind of a friend in the HOA building that likes me. I'm always talking trash about the HOA, but it is good to know somebody in there.
Okay.
They're not all evil, Kev.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I was going to see if Virginia wanted to help me move.
No.
All right.
But I got a number. It's called Good Greek Moving and Storage.
Yeah, I was thinking about not going through a moving company, and because I don't have that much stuff, and I started packing stuff up, and I'm going through all these boxes. I'm I think I gotta get a moving company. This is awful. I hate moving, and
It's tough,
I'm the
yeah.
only one
You
who-
have a frail back, too. If there's
Yeah.
anybody that shouldn't be lifting furniture, it's you.
And I timed it again. I am literally moving 97 seconds away on foot.
So you can call them and just say, hey, good Greek, I don't need the truck, I just need the men. And they'll bring like some dudes over and they'll just walk across the street with all your stuff.
Is that cheaper?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It feels like you should get some kind of.
Discount on that?
Yes.
It's not like you're moving to Colorado.
You will. You absolutely will. Because you're not going to pay for the truck and the gas and the transport and all that.
The thing that's really been the most annoying thing the fact you're only moving 90 seconds on foot away, you have to pay for the same Chewy, the dog fee, the HOA fee, all of those same fees that I just paid. I got to pay them again. Gosh.
Annoying.
Such is life, my friends.
But now begins the journey. For the next year, we're going to find you a place to buy so you can be a grown-up.
Virginia wants me to buy a duplex and then me keep one half and then rent out the other half.
To Dennys.
Okay.
Only to Dennys? You think that's the only way it works?
Well, don't you want to live next to
I
Dennys?
absolutely do. But, so I don't know if they want to live in a duplex. I don't know what their schedule's like.
Well,
they're
I
married.
mean,
They're hitched up now.
They're in a townhouse now. I think a duplex is a move up from a townhouse. Instead of 4 neighbors, you have 1.
I love it.
Could work.
Well, they'll buy a piece of land, have us all live together. Could that work?
I still like a piece of land where you put whichever you want on it.
Would that be too much? Would that be KVJ overkill if we all lived on a plot of land and we weren't right next to each other, but if Kevin goes out in the backyard, I look out my window, I see Kevin.
Well, me and Kevin are set, right? We're just trying to take care of the kids.
Well,
He
you
wants us
and
all.
Dennys.
He wants one big KVJ complex.
I've already got my thing.
I get it, but could it work if we had to do it?
There might be a point in time where going, I can't see you anymore.
There also might be a point in time when we need to.
I agree.
If we lose our job again.
All right, Virginia, let's
then-
not even put that in there.
I know. She's always talking about us losing our job.
I know. It's 5 years ago. What you got on your mind today other than us losing our job, Virginia?
I wanted to ask you if you know. Okay, remember at the corner of Banyan and Australian, there used to be a red light camera right there by Channel 5.
Yes.
And it would ding people all the
Yeah.
time. All the time. People would talk about how they were getting tickets from that red light camera.
Yep.
Is that camera still active? Because I may have run a red light there yesterday. And as I was running it, I went, damn it! This is where the red light camera is.
They will get you. They will send you a ticket, and you do have to pay it. I've been a victim.
I don't even know why I ran it. I wasn't in a hurry. I was actually early for my next appointment.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I ran it. I just ran it because I'm used to running lights. And then I remembered, oh, this is the one with the camera.
Have fun with those emails later.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Because, the stories, I've been trying to follow them, and they've been going back and forth. And from what I'm determining, South Florida cities are able to determine whether or not they want to put their own cameras up. But then there's been such a legal fight. So it's been pinging back and forth. I don't even know what the status is. Somebody just texted and said it's gone. So apparently you're okay.
Sweet Jesus,
But
thank you.
I do remember at one point that being up and us
It
talking about
was.
that. But that was about 10 years ago.
Well, I've been hit with that very same corner before, and the ticket was like 160 or something. I remember it being like just outrageous.
I have a quick police question. If you're at a red light, because there is a red light by where we live, sometimes it will skip 2 and even 3 times. So you're stuck at the red light 3 rounds. The other lights will turn green, but that one stays red. If you run that light and a cop sees you and it's gone on for a good 8 to 9 minutes, do you have the right to go ahead and run that red light?
I say yes, but
Do you get a ticket for that?
he can still give you a ticket. But I think when you plead your case, he's got to see your side, right? If the light keeps changing and you keep just sitting there red and everybody else is getting green but you.
The traffic gods are unfair, and you have to fight back at that point. I'm just asking that.
I would run it.
I know
but
you would.
I'm a maniac.
You are a maniac. You're both terrible drivers.
Terrible.
Terrible
The
driver.
worst.
Awful driver.
I really should Uber.
I do Uber.
Terrible. I got a couple of Miami things on my mind. One, I want to give a shout out to the Marlins. I think they won again their 3rd in a row, and they're actually in Milwaukee. Oh. And they're beating a pretty good team in Milwaukee. So, I've give them a lot of flack, and so I want to be fair when it's due. In fact, right now, they're on pace to not lose 100 games this year now.
Okay, that is a win.
Yeah, that's a win, right? Okay, they're not the worst team in baseball now.
Okay, that's a win.
Yeah, I mean, they're like in last place, but I mean, they're still, if you look at all of Major League Baseball, I mean, there's still a little bit of wiggle room there. So I got to give a little bit of Marlins love. So good for them, you know. Maybe it's coming around. I don't know. Maybe I need more faith in Jeter. Maybe I need more faith in him. And the other thing got on my mind, somebody had texted this in. It's for JBird, but you know, to me, I try to learn. I love South Florida. There's things that happened before I got here that does fascinate me, like, you know, cocaine and great things like that. But this I didn't know anything about. Do you know anything about the incident over Miami? It's a UFO event that happened in 1967. Do you know anything about this? Because apparently MUFON expert, that's the UFO network, Bill Schroeder, is going to be doing a talk on it tonight at 5:30.
Okay.
And that is going to be at the Lake Park Public Library.
Oh my gosh, that is my stomping grounds right there.
Does this scream you or does this scream you?
Oh my
Lake Park Public Library today at 5:30. Bill Schroeder talking about the incident over Miami in 1967. I've never heard this story. What is this?
I haven't heard it either. The one they always bring up is the Phoenix one. That's the big one. Why is this one so significant?
I don't know. It just says the true story of the incident over Miami. You got to go hear from Bill Schroeder. I don't know. I didn't know if this was, because I know you do the weird and whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this was something that people who've been in South Florida, I wasn't here in 1967. In fact, I wasn't even on planet Earth in 1967.
We will cover this. I love it.
But I'm like, what is this? And this might be a guy that you should go and talk to today in your hometown library to find out what this thing is all about.
Oh, you'll be shocked, Virginia, but I spent so much time in that library. I'd always check out the monster books and just look at the monster pictures.
Not here to read, just for the pictures.
I was just there for the pictures.
Okay. Yeah, they say that eyewitness events talk about this, and 2 military veterans have done a book about it. It was an amazing incident that pitted the air defense capabilities of the U.S. and Cuba against UFOs from somewhere unknown.
Interesting.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
That library, by the way, in Lake Park is walking. I could walk out that library and fall into Camille's Pizza.
Okay, well, I know you got your naked mile tomorrow. I know.
I know.
Stop talking about pizza.
Sorry.
One more day.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. I was like, wow, that's some amazing stuff.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
This is a fun little list that they put together of celebrities who probably shouldn't have hit send on a tweet. These are things where it's like, okay, and you know what? Hey, I think we all have probably been there where you're going, man, this is so clever, or this is great, or I think I should respond this way, or emotions get the best of you, and you're just like, you know what? No, I'm sending it. Boom, and you do, and then all kinds of things happen. You know, for a lot of these celebrities, these tweets will haunt them years later. You know, like, for instance, Mary J. Blige, she put, why is it that people always try to estimate my intelligence? People are like going, yes, you remember when you sent that Mary J. Blige? Ashanti, she one time tweeted out, how many ladies ain't scared to fart in front of your man? Raise your hand.
It's a fair question.
It is a fair question. Some of the other ones, like Lindsay Lohan, she tweeted out, hello, Facebook. Yes, this is actually Lindsay. Welcome to my Facebook page.
This is Twitter.
This is Twitter. Yeah. It was a tweet. Yeah. Kim Kardashian, Gia, once tweeted out, what if we spelled people like this? P-E-E-P-O-L-E. That would be funny, I think. People.
People.
See, Virginia loves it.
I do like
Virginia loves it.
Those Kardashians are so witty.
So witty, aren't they? My goodness, right? Kesha, she once tweeted out, pee-pee on the street, po-po come and get me if you can find me. I blame traffic.
What? Translate that, Virginia.
She urinated beside her car, and she's mocking the police for not being able to catch her for public urination.
Okay.
She speaks Kesha.
I
yeah.
do.
She does. TikTok.
I like TikTok Kesha. Not so much new Kesha.
You don't like New Kesha?
New Kesha now?
New Kesha just makes me sad. I think she's been through it.
Yes.
I think they worked her over so bad.
Yeah.
I want TikTok back.
Poor girl, yeah. It ain't the fun-loving Kesha, huh?
I want sleeping in cars, making out with dudes.
Yeah.
Waking up, drinking Jack, or what is she? Brushing
Brush my teeth with a
Jack.
bottle of Jack.
Yeah.
I miss that girl.
Little John tweeted out, was rushing home to take a dump and got caught behind a school bus dropping kids off. Longest 30 minutes of my life.
Oh.
Oh, John. TMI, little John.
Little John.
I bet
Little
that.
John had a big log.
I bet that tweet killed too. I bet so many people retweeted that.
Yeah. I think it probably did pretty well. Okay, so here's what we got for you. Okay. Can you tell us which KVJ Show member sent out these tweets?
Uh-oh.
Okay. A hearse flew past me on I-95. Seriously, what's the rush? Guy in the back don't give an F. It's not like he's going to give you 2 stars on Uber.
Very insensitive, Kevin.
Wow. Okay. Who sent out that tweet? Somebody else tweeted out, I wonder if none of us humans had tongues. Would there still be so much bickering?
Damn.
Whoa. Wow.
That is deep.
Wow.
Who wrote that? A Kardashian?
Did old Kesha write that?
Okay, which KVJ Show member sent out this tweet? Paper straws, they suck, but you have to suck harder. And finally, who sent out this tweet? Do you like when your dog licks you or does it gross you out? I love it. It shows that my dog is into me.
What's your dog licking?
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter.
How do you know I was talking to you?
You're just talking.
I could have been tweeting out about Coco.
Oh, I am defending whoever tweeted that.
I'll tell you where Coco licks. Okay, can you put it in the right order? We got some concert tickets here for you. Okay, which KVJ Show members were sending out these tweets? First tweet. A hearse flew past me on I-95. Seriously, what's the rush? Guy in the back don't give an F. It's not like he's going to give you 2 stars on Uber. Okay, second tweet. I wonder if none of us humans had tongues. Would there still be so much bickering?
Mind bomb.
Paper straws, they suck, but you have to suck harder. And do you like when your dog licks you or does it gross you out? I love it. It shows that my dog is into me. Here, boy.
I've put peanut butter somewhere.
It's your own sick mind, Samiki.
It's Jiffy Day.
Choosy dogs choose Jif.
Don't you make my dog dirty. Don't you take the innocence away from my dog.
I'm not the one enjoying his sweet licks.
Jennifer's on here from Port St. Lucie. Okay, so what is the right order for these tweets here, Jennifer?
Hey, good morning. See, I think it's going to be first one is Virginia, then Dennys, then Kevin, and then JBird.
Very nice.
Nailed it.
Yes, it's. I don't know if it's your phone connection or if you are alien, Jennifer, but that is correct.
Woohoo!
Very nice.
Thank you.
Your phone was making you sound like a robot.
Yeah, I was doing some weird stuff, but you're sounding better now. We have got some tickets for you to go and check out. You've got actually a couple picks here. Steel Pulse is going to be at the Abaco Amphitheater in Jupiter on June 21st, or you got Florence and the Machine this Sunday at the BB&T Center, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you, guys.
You are so welcome.
Boy, that phone was horrifying.
That was scary.
Ooh, wow. If you're giving a gift to a nephew, what would you do other than cash?
How old
Cash
is he
gift
again?
cards. Just graduated high school.
Just graduated high school.
Okay, you find out what the kid is into. I mean, the kid's got to be into a couple things. You find whatever that is, find out what that kid does not have and what they kind of desire, and then go and get that. That's what I would do.
I'd say if you can do it, and, you know, the price is different, but you cannot go wrong with electronics. You cannot go wrong with electronics. If you're talking about somebody graduating from high school, you can't go wrong with electronics.
You can.
iPhones and the earbuds. Yeah, there's no kid's going to be going, oh, great, thanks. The new iPhone or earbuds.
What if he already has them, though? Or he has the new AirPods already?
Who invited Kevin Wrongston to the conversation?
I'm saying if he does not have them, you cannot go wrong with either. Or on the phone, he probably has one, but you can still do an upgrade to the newest one. So I'd be like, that's awesome. What a great gift. You cannot go wrong with that.
I would do a Best Buy gift card, though. I would not give him AirPods thinking, okay, this is what I should do.
Now we're doing upgrades. I got to go in there, do the upgrade.
You can buy stuff online with your Best Buy gift
I
card.
got to go online now.
Yeah, no, I think the AirPods is probably the best. If you had to say, and you don't know really anything about them, you're taking a shot in the dark. You're saying, okay, it's a kid graduating from high school. Money is not an option. So I'm saying, we're like, okay, because that's the easy fail-safe. We all agree that's probably the best thing to do. So you go for something, be like, okay, safest bet, AirPods. That's my number one answer. What's better than that?
Find out that kid's top 3 favorite restaurants and then get them gift certificates at their favorite restaurant. 3, I mean, I would be so tickled pink with that. Electronic. You talk about AirBuds.
Terrible. Restaurant gift cards. Come on.
Your favorite places, though. And you also can get them a little other thing, too.
This is one gift. This is
okay,
one gift.
Fine.
It's one concept.
Fine. Make it rain.
I mean, you are tasked with having to find the ultimate graduation gift for somebody you don't know that great, and cash is not an option. AirPods is clearly where you go with this. It's better than restaurant gift cards.
Give me, off the top of your head, Virginia, give me 3 places that Magnolia loves to eat.
She loves
okay, never mind.
pizza.
Yeah, she's not really.
She loves like pizza places.
Okay.
She would be totally down with any pizza gift card.
What would she like better? You give her a pizza gift card or you give her AirPods?
Hold on.
She's already got AirPods.
I'm saying she doesn't have them. If she didn't have them,
Hold
what
on.
is she going to like better?
AirPods.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
But all the kids have them already, Kevin.
I'm just saying, you got a kid that doesn't have them. If they don't have them, you can't beat that for just a no-brainer gift.
AirBuds are low budget, or not low budget, but they're so yesterday, Kev.
No, they're not. They're very today.
Well, food is not going anywhere. Food's never going to go out of style.
But kids, a lot of times, the parents pay for their food still.
Right, they don't think about it. Yeah.
So they're not really. That's not the best gift for a kid.
Hey, Magnolia, I just got you 5 gift certificates to 5 of your favorite pizza places, all $100 each.
Oh, now you're like talking about a $500 gift on something. I'm talking about AirPods that are like.
I love it, JBird. These
120.
AirBuds, Kevin Wrongston got me a week.
Yeah, she's going to show pizza gift cards to her friends and be like, I don't get it. She's going to have the AirPods be like, OMG, those are cool. Those are new AirPods.
I like that you guys are elevating your Magnolia graduation gift. This is exciting.
I hope she's not listening because, Max, I don't think you're getting $500 worth of
In
pizza.
4 years, you're getting AirPods and you're getting $500 worth of pizza.
$500,000 worth of pizza.
Somebody said, as an employee of Best Buy, AirPods have been the most popular graduation gift so far. Bam.
Okay,
Look at you.
Wins
Well,
again. Hello.
I'm on pizza.org. Pizza up percentage-wise with millennials and all kids younger.
Let me just go. I just want to see what is on pizza.org.
Pizza.org.
Oh, this site can't be reached.
Oh,
That's all it says if you go to pizza.org.
fake news.
Oddly enough, yeah. Fake news. He's the problem. He's the problem over there.
Because I'm losing the argument.
Yeah. Somebody said not AirPods, but a portable Bluetooth speaker. Okay. Yeah. You know, it's all in electronics.
Those are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
those waterproof, nice ones.
Yeah.
Get like a really nice one. Don't get a crappy one.
Yeah. Ryan texted in and said, Jewel Pods, duh.
No. Isn't that for smoking?
Yes, it is.
Come on now.
Yeah. I saw a story today. People were going crazy because there was a photo that has a Jewel Pod in front of Kevin Jonas. They're like, what? Kevin Jonas Jules?
No.
What? Yeah, listen to this. They say, according to a new study, for the first time ever, the amount of time we spend on our phones finally surpassed the amount of time that we spend watching TV.
Really?
Yep. It's a new thing. Well, my wife watches everything on her phone now. She always has it. She puts her AirPods or whatever it is she has in. She's actually, we're not that fancy. We still have the cord. But, so she uses her headphones and she watches it wherever. We now spend an average of 3 hours and 43 minutes a day looking at her phone and 3 hours and 35 minutes a day watching TV. Are you all there? Would you agree that it says yes to you?
Oh.
I'm there. I'm very much there.
I think I am there too.
I don't think I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely there because I do still watch some programming on my phone, but everything I do, all the videos and everything, I'm just always doing phone stuff. They say based on the trends too, the gap is getting bigger and bigger, which is going to be kind of interesting to see what we finally wind up getting as far as TVs go. So I don't know.
They got some TVs now that are so massive, and I'm starting to notice that a lot of people are getting them. They're becoming the average big-ass TVs that are larger than a wall, it seems like.
You know what? It's funny. I had this dream the other night. I woke up and I'm like, okay, is this like some kind of epiphany? But I don't know if I'm seeing into the future, or tell me if this is a great idea or not.
Tell us, Swami Kev.
Okay. So in my dream, I'm looking at this house, and they're showing me the house, and this whole wall, it's a TV, and I think it kind of stemmed from what, Vanilla Ice was telling us.
The wallpaper TV?
Yes, he said that's the future, is they have that, and if you've ever seen the Brightline station in Miami, the Grand Central there, they've got that pillar, and all the way up, it's 3-4 floors, it is all a video screen, one connected video screen. I'm like, how did they do that? And that must be what he's talking about, that wallpaper TV. And in the future, every house is going to have the TV wall or the video wall. It's a specially constructed large wall that you put that paper on and the whole thing. So watching TV, it looks like you're inside the action. Like the figures that you're watching, it's all life size. So that is the future of TV. As you're watching it, everyone is as tall as you. And it's just like you're sitting there watching the action like that.
I heard that eventually they're working on making smells come out of the screen. So if there's a bomb that goes off, smoke would come out. You'd smell smoke.
But do you think I had an epiphany? Could you see in the future we are buying homes that has your video wall? That's just there.
Yeah.
I think it's already there.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the future. And I don't know if I dreamed that up or if that's happening, but that is what it's going to be. We're going to buy homes that have video walls.
I haven't shopped for a new house recently, but I know, like, especially up by me in Tequesta, they're building a lot of new homes. And I bet you they have those as a feature.
Oh.
You can add whatever features you want to your new home and basically make it however you want it.
You know they're doing all kind of fancy bull junk up there in Tequesta. You know that's what they're doing.
No,
those Tequesta people.
They
Kev.
always are. The best things come to Tequesta first.
We're going to get television wallpaper first.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then you guys can get it.
Little known fact, do you know that before they picked Tequesta, they were going to go with Snobtown?
Really?
Yep. That was
Okay.
the first name, and then they said, I don't know, maybe not.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Hashtag we're better than you.
We're better than you. Welcome to Tequesta. We were talking a second ago about the best graduation gift, aside from money that you could give, by Answer the AirPods was resoundingly confirmed, Virginia. People said yes, absolutely. I mean, from people who worked at Best Buy to, everyone else said, yeah, that's definitely it.
You did a poll during the break.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You asked
just all
everyone, and
the
they all-
texts that were coming
They
in.
said,
yeah.
Kevin, you're so smart.
He
They
did
did.
one of-
They did.
You're nailing
He
it.
did one of his smuggy polls. His polls are so smuggy. Ugh.
Summer of Rig.
Summer of Rig. Oh,
Yeah.
it's here.
Yeah, well, it's here. Somebody texted in and said, Bird, you keep showing how out of touch you are. You keep calling them earbuds. That's a movie.
Out of touch Pennington. I'll be here all day.
It's tricky because they used to be earbuds.
Yes,
but now they're
I know.
AirPods.
You're right.
So it's not. He
I
is
know.
normally dumb, but this one is not entirely his fault. It's tricky.
It is. They're kind of messing with us.
Thank you, sort of.
I got your back.
All right. Thanks.
Well, we found out just a second ago that Americans are now watching their phones more than they're watching regular TV. They've passed that, according to the surveys, and it happened in the middle of last year, and they say the gap continues to grow. And I guess the unfair advantage is that you can get your shows on your phone. So, and somebody even said, hey, I watch KVJ TV 4 hours every day, so, and that all count. That would count credit towards the phone, not the TV.
Oh.
And you can watch this on a flat screen TV too, but just people are so mobile. People are always on the run. And if you can get your YouTube and like I can get, the only show I'm really watching right now is Billions, but you can get like the Showtime app or I can watch it on my DVR thing. So yeah, I'm watching it on my phone. They say that things are starting to change though a little bit. And one of the biggest problems that is happening now in the flow of information, what we're getting, they blame YouTube for a lot of the fake news. In fact, Americans rank fake news and information as a bigger problem than terrorism, immigration, climate change, and racism. That's how bad fake news is to Americans.
Well, if you are reporting on something and it's not real, like pizza.org, people may believe
Yes.
that. They
You're
get all
right.
excited for pizza.org, and then they
They go there and
it
realize it's not a real website.
blurs that line. And some people will say, oh, no, pizza.org is real. So, no, that's fake.
Starts the fighting.
It blurs the lines, baby.
Yeah. They feel more worried about fake news here in America because it's undermining our trust in key institutions like government and the media.
Interesting.
And that is coming back, and people like Facebook and YouTube are looking at this and trying to do stuff. In fact, YouTube just announced it's going to be banning videos promoting or glorifying racism and discrimination, as well as those denying well-documented violent events like the Holocaust or 9/11. Those videos.
There's a
or
lot
9/11,
of
yeah.
those out there, especially the 9/11 one.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, in fact, I remember that. Was it Loose Change? Was the name of that video that was big like 10 years ago?
Yeah, I think it's still up. I think I
wonder
just
if
saw
that's
that
still
not
there.
that
Yeah.
long ago.
It was a whole thing that went through step by step on how 9/11 was a government conspiracy or they were behind it. Now, I think the difference is, and maybe there's YouTube videos saying that 9/11 didn't even happen.
I'm not sure about that, but could you argue that is a form of censorship? You may not agree with the material, and it may be.
Well, that's just the whole thing is, they are the gatekeepers, and that will be the question where people say, what's wrong with my video? Why is that one down and
Well,
this
YouTube
one's
already
up?
does that. They do that for our videos. I think they just don't like the KVJ show.
Yeah, YouTube did not disclose the names of any groups or channels that may be banned. I did see on Twitter there was already kind of an uproar from people. These were typically right-wingers that were blasting at his stuff. They're like, I can't believe they took this down. That's the freedom of speech.
If you, there are some people on YouTube who are a bit more conservative. They pull good numbers, but they complain that the algorithms do not support like other videos do, more liberal, and that's always been a bit of a fight and contention on YouTube.
Yeah, that was one of the things, and that might have been the early attempts by YouTube to try to control some of the content they didn't like, was coming up with algorithms that didn't favor those kind of videos. Facebook kind of doing the same thing. Earlier this year, they announced they were going to ban praise or support for white nationalism and white separatism as part of a stepped-up crackdown on hate speech. So YouTube's, your Facebooks, everything like that, realizing that these videos are dividing, and a lot of people are looking at them saying, it's your fault. Number one thing that we're most afraid of in America is fake news.
Well, YouTube, anybody can go live and upload anything at any given point, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
How big must their server be?
What do you mean?
Like YouTube, they must have like the biggest.
I often wondered that too. Yeah, to hold all that content.
How does it it
How does it
rarely
work?
ever crashes. Like I'm sure it has crashed, but like ours crashes hourly.
Oh, it's a monster.
How does theirs not crash
I know.
every minute?
I've had that question.
It's a monster. It's literally a monster.
Used the wrong way, it absolutely can cause damage. I mean, you're seeing it cause damage.
Yeah. Well, the new thing people are worried about is how easy it is to make videos where you can get anybody to say anything.
Oh.
Yes, you can take somebody's face and modify it digitally to make it look like, Kevin is saying the worst things about Jason.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of funny.
Yeah, you could. And then
hurtful.
So, two things. One, because they're worried. They say you could start world wars with that.
You
kind
could.
Of
Of course.
stuff. Yeah. You have,
It's
President
scary.
Trump saying something about a country, like, well, what? And then, here you go. So that's why they're saying fake news is the serious thing we got going on. I got a couple celebrities having a birthday today. Uncle Cracker is turning 45 today. Used to be Kid Rock's DJ. Now he got his own little thing going on. And Paul Giamatti. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's on the show I Watching Out Billions. He's a great actor. 52 today.
Don't want to brag, but I kind of walked by him when we were doing a radio conference down in Sobe.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was at Eden Rock. He was standing there because they were putting together that rock opera. What was that thing called? Rock of Ages?
Rock of Ages,
He was in that filming that. Tom Cruise and all them were down there filming that, and he was staying there at the Eden Rock for that.
I forgot he was in The Truman Show, too.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Yeah, he really is pretty amazing.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
I mean, going all the way back, he was pig vomit in Howard Stern's movies. So
He was.
He's done some really good stuff. I want to give a birthday shout out to Ivy. Happy 11th birthday. Can't wait to celebrate at Busch Gardens this weekend.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Love Mommy, Daddy, and our kitty Bentley. There you go.
Oh, we
Photo
love
of her.
Ivy.
Yeah, that's cool. So have a great 11th birthday. And also, happy 24th birthday today, Haley, from Mom.
Haley.
Yeah. So there you go. If you're having a birthday, you just let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. I don't know if you guys are plugged into it. They're doing the NBA Finals right now, and kind of crazy. I'm very torn on this because the Toronto Raptors are the underdog, and I, like so many other people, I like rooting for the underdog. They're Canadian. Canadian teams never won an NBA championship. But the problem is they've got Drake, and Drake is annoying the hell out of me. And I can't even stand to watch these games because Drake is on the court. The game is more about Drake than it is the game. And I'm like, can we get why is everything about Drake? Like, I'm tired of this whole Drake thing. I want to see basketball.
I got a buddy who feels the same exact way, and he's a huge Degrassi fan. He's like, you know what?
Ruining
it. Drake is ruining Degrassi.
Yeah, he's ruining everything. Drake ruins everything. He's ruining the NBA Finals. So it is now. I find myself, I'm kind of torn. The game is on too late for me to watch, but I saw the score last night. Raptors beat the Warriors again. This is kind of a surprise. A lot of people thought Golden State, this team that keeps winning NBA championships, 123-109. They took a 2-1-game lead in the NBA Finals. Drake's happy, and that's the problem today. Drake's happy. Yeah, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen. The Warriors got some injuries and might be able to come back from that. D. Wade is releasing a memoir coming up this fall in October. It's going to be about his life. You're going to see a lot of stuff and stories in there from when he was with the Miami Heat and winning championships, so that could be kind of fascinating to check out. And probably, even aside from those two things, this is probably the most interesting thing that is going on here in the NBA today. Paul Pierce, he's a pretty well-known basketball player, had his time in the Sun, Virginia, but he was playing once in a finals game and had to leave in a wheelchair back in 2008. And the whole thing was he left in the wheelchair because he had to go to the bathroom.
Number two.
A wheelchair?
Okay, yeah.
How
I know, right?
intense is this poo that it puts you in a wheelchair?
The interviewer asked him, like, why did he go in a wheelchair?
This is the big question. Yeah, you're like, okay, wait, why?
Paul here, 11 years ago today, wheelchaired off the floor for reasons he will keep to himself.
I have a confession to make. Whoa. I just had to go to a bathroom.
Another one or another two?
I had to go to the bathroom.
But why did you need a wheelchair to get to the bathroom?
It was that bad.
Something went down. I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Something went down.
Well, unfortunately, he played for Boston. They wore white shorts.
Oh, something went down.
Something went down. And then I guess that makes sense, though. And I think I remember that when they wheeled him off. I mean, if you soil your white shorts, I beg, put me in a wheelchair. Let's act like it's a leg injury.
So is that what they were doing? Is that they were to act like it was an injury?
Basically, yeah. I think I remember that game. And because people are freaking out, because when you're talking about the NBA Finals, Golden State lost last night because they've got injuries, basically. Their best player is, arguably their best player is out. So when you see that, you're like going, oh my gosh.
We need that guy.
We need that guy. We're going to lose the NBA Finals now. So they're taking him off in a wheelchair. No, he just soiled his white shorts.
Why didn't he just go clean himself up and come back out?
Well, I think it was like towards the end of the game. And so people didn't know. If I remember right, now this is 11 years, but if I remember the dialogue right, yeah, he leaves in a wheelchair and people are like, oh my gosh. And so if you're in a wheelchair for what you presume to be a leg injury, you think it's pretty serious, right? And so people are like, he's
not coming back.
If I remember right, yeah, like, the ESPNs were like, we don't know what's going on. Paul Pierce is probably not going to be playing in the next game.
So was he selling the whole thing by fake grabbing his leg? He's like, oh, my leg. Oh, I got to poop. Oh, my leg. Oh, I got to poop so bad. Was he faking like his leg was hurt?
If I remember right, and like I said, it's 11 years, but I just remember all of a sudden the game's like over, and for some reason Paul Pierce is leaving, and maybe the game wasn't all the way over. But for some reason, they're like, Paul Pierce is leaving in a wheelchair. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is a big headline.
If it is poopy cramps and you leave early in the game, you can't come back. Oh, my leg's healed. Mr. Miyagi.
It's a miracle.
He healed me.
Yeah. So there you go.
Pretty amazing miracle.
Yeah. Pretty amazing stuff. Coming up here in just a second, sorry for being so gross, but somebody has a question, and I'm very kind of curious. In fact, the headline of the email got my attention here. Buddy Dukes. What are Buddy Dukes?
I think I know.
You think you know? Buddy Dukes. Sounds like somebody's name. Be like, what's your name? My name's Buddy Dukes. No, it's not a name. But I wanted to find out when I clicked into this email. Said, you know what Buddy Dukes are? I'm like, no, what are Buddy Dukes? JBird, what did you think it was? You said, do you think you might know?
Is it where instead of going pee together in groups, you're going poop together in groups, and you guys are sitting and talking and just kind of...
I'm like, who does this?
Buddy Dukes.
Who does this?
That's gross.
That's real
so
gross.
gross. Who would do such a thing? That's barbaric.
I mean, I get to go and pee together. I understand that. Me and Dennys do that all the time. But we are not Buddy Dukes.
No.
Yeah.
No one wants to smell Buddy Dukes.
No, I'm like, my gosh, what is wrong with you? You're an animal.
It's weird. We work with somebody that when they are on the toilet, they constantly talk to the people that are going pee.
That's so ridiculous.
Some are even... This one person's trying to make a deal on the throne. I'm not kidding.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, somebody said I once had a coworker who I would take Buddy Dukes with, meaning we'd be in side-by-side stalls while going number 2. I guess it was their chance to kind of like, so what are you up to?
What are you doing for lunch later?
Wait, what? What are you guys doing? Well, I couldn't help but notice that I kind of knew where he was in the process, and he would stand up to do all of his paperwork, if you know what I mean. One day I had to ask him why he did that, and he said that's how people do it. Well, I don't, and I think you are the only one in the world that does, was my reply. I'm thinking maybe his mama might have stood him up when he was little and he never grew out of that.
He stood up when he went number 2? Is that what you're saying?
No, paperwork.
To wipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's not that uncommon. A lot of people stand.
Did they really?
I mean, I think we've talked about this before. I think it's
I think it was 20%, right?
like 20
No,
to 30%.
I think it was lower than that. No, it was
Yeah,
lower than that. I think
it
it was 10, 15.
No, a lot of people. I remember a lot of people called in and said they stood.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
A lot now.
I mean, not a lot.
I'm going to have to do a fresh poll on the
I think the bigger your butt,
stale
the more you
topic.
got to find a new angle to get back there.
Well, it doesn't work. I mean, it's all biology, gravity, all these kind of factors go into the best way to do it, and that's not the best way.
And I don't know if the bigger the butt has anything to do with it. I would say more the bigger the side and the bigger your upper body.
The bigger you are.
Yeah, your
the
butt.
The harder it is.
I think your butt can be huge, and you still can kind of get to that hind part.
Yeah. I'm not actually as shocked about the standing wipes as I am the Buddy Dukes. In fact, Denny said that's called a number 4. I'm going 2 plus 2. That's a number 4.
I mean, do girls ever do that?
No.
No, I would hope.
Never.
I have never heard of guys doing that. That's what actually stuns me. Who would
Most
do that?
guys won't do that. Think about it. Why would you want to go in there with some other bro and smell his hot lunch? That's not fun.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, hey, you ready to go? Yeah, let's do it. Wait, what?
When you go in a bathroom, if there's anybody else in there going number 2, you get mad.
Yeah.
Like, why would you choose that scenario?
Right. I'm same way.
I don't want to smell your poo.
Yeah, I'm walking into what I don't want to have happen. Yeah, I don't know. In fact, that's maybe what the poll needs to be. Who does Buddy Dukes?
You'll get nobody.
And what's the matter with you?
Right. That just seems like one of the weirdest things ever. Here we go, sweet love. The KVJ Show is known for love. And we're in the process right now of making our own amazing Lavelle. Suits, our Bachelor. Kind of been going through this whole thing. We did the Bachelor boot camp. It started off with working on his gift of gab. And it's now progressed. Suits has been armed with a couple good recipes and trained by a world-renowned chef from Miami Beach.
I love it.
And now, Virginia, the next chapter in the Bachelor boot camp, love songs. Now, JBird has kind of taken Suits a little bit under wing here because JBird he is the George Clooney of the Palm Beaches. He's an experienced bachelor.
He's the Miyagi of
Well, jeez.
Kevin just had to dump you. That's the second time you've had.
say that?
You cannot say that word.
No, we can't go that route. No, that's very graphic.
You've had to dump her twice.
Even Dennys in there, like, what's wrong with her? Yeah,
you got to dump her twice in 10 days. I want to get that on record.
I know.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, she's increasing.
You're gonna lose our license, dog.
Lord.
You can say that.
You're the one that keeps on worrying about us getting fired. You're going to be the
that.
reason. You cannot say that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you cannot. You can't say that.
All right, I'm sorry.
All right, yes. We're not going to add that to your official list of titles there, JBird. Yes. That is not going to go into your official, that's not going to go on your business card. So JBird believes here that writing a love song can be easy. In fact, there's a formula. You know, a lot of people talk about songwriting formulas. You put together a pop song. It's gotten to the point where they have computers putting together like what would be hit music because they find that the most popular songs that we love have a formula, rhyme, meter, words, more powerful words, things like that to do.
You just need 3 chords and some emotion, Virginia.
Yeah, that's it. So if you're out there and somebody told you to write a love song, most of us probably be like going, I couldn't. I would fail miserably. I would do horribly at putting together a love song. So JBird, in a sense, has training wheels for anybody out there. Like anybody could make their own love song. Now, as a kid, you remember the Mad Libs that they had? It was a fun little story, and the story was already written for you. All you had to do was fill in a couple choice words, and then the story became your own.
Yes.
And it was fun and funny and all that kind of stuff. Well, imagine if you applied that exact same concept to music and did a love song. Now, JBird has put together a structure over here, and all we have to do is get some words from Suits, and then this will be a custom-made love song that Suits has contributed to, that JBird came up with a framework for.
So it's very basic. It's a very basic kind of framework, like you were talking about, Kev. So what I have is I've got pretty much 8 lines, and then there's a blank with each line, and then with that blank, there's a kind of like a little instruction, what kind of word we're looking for that.
Okay.
So for example, the first part would be my blank, and then the blank would be something you use in a bathroom. So my blank.
Okay, Suits, name something that you would use in the bathroom. I'll write this all down for you.
All right. Toothbrush.
Okay.
All right, toothbrush. Okay.
My blank. Okay, my blank was full when I saw your blank.
Okay. So what is the next word that we need? In fact, what I think we can do here is why don't you just run down, if you have those things like something you use in the bathroom, I'll write these down, and then I'll give you and Suits a couple minutes as we do commercials to go work with him to get this, and then he can come back in here and then perform, and we can hear how it sounds.
Should I not give him the melody and have him come up with his own melody?
You guys work on that separately when we do commercials. So right now, all I'm going to have you do is I'm going to write down Suits' words for him. Toothbrush is number 1. What is the second word he needs?
Body part.
Eyes.
Eyes. Okay. All right.
And now your blank, something you've seen at work. That's what you need.
Something at work.
And now your blank.
At work. Okay.
Camera.
Oh, there you go.
All right. This song's not going to be good.
Neither is this bit.
I'm not really sure where this is going.
And your blank is all I need. Something your mother owned.
Oh. That's weird and awkward.
Something your mother owned.
It's a Mad Lib.
Okay.
Virginia, of course, going very dirty.
It's just that I didn't think I'd be putting something my mother owned to a love song.
Hey.
Yeah, don't use that M word Virginia did a second ago.
Something my mother owned.
And it doesn't have to be, you know.
I'm trying to think of something that would fit into a love song. It's a weird combo.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about your mom.
Well, we don't need to dump me too, so.
You need to watch your mouth, Virginia. All right.
How about jewelry, like a necklace?
Oh,
They show a
okay.
Yeah,
necklace?
she owned a ton of stuff, Suits.
Suits, this is a problem here. You know, it's like we're trying to bring a love song out of you. And,
You're closed off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to really
am.
start opening up here, and you got to dial into, I mean, come on, like to me, something your mom owned, like a ring, a necklace, something like that. I mean, that would work great. Okay. What's the next category here, JBird?
Okay, then you want to go with and I want to blank you forever. A romantic action verb.
Okay. Kiss you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Suits.
All right, couple more here, Suits, as we do this Mad Lib love song. See how this works out.
And I want to feel your blank, another body part.
I want to feel your skin. I don't know. I don't want to say anything too.
Okay.
Don't be too close.
I want to feel your butt.
Kevin has proven he can dump us if we swear on the air.
I know
It's
there
all
aren't that
good.
many of them, though.
Let this thing go. Okay, should be what? 2 more here?
I believe it's 3 more, Kevin. I want to blank you for a lifetime, a loving action.
Okay.
Hold you.
That's
Okay.
2 words, but okay. And then I want to make you my blank, a sweet term of endearment. I want to make you my
sweetheart.
Oh.
Okay.
Give me your blank, something you would buy at a food court.
Give me your candy. Oh,
you can do candy.
Candy. I'll do
Okay,
candy.
that's actually kind of good. Make me your blank strong animal, and we're done.
Strong animal. Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Candy, tiger, I'm liking this.
Okay.
I feel like we're catching heat toward the end.
Yeah. Your mom, I'm real into it.
Okay. All right, so we got some interesting things in here. Suits is going to go work on this. We're going to see, can Suits put together a love song? I mean, at the end of this whole thing, all we're going to need is a lady. If we get a lady, I mean, you're going to be able to cook for her. You're going to be able to talk to her. You're going to be able to sing her a love song, Suits.
I'm going to go over the structure and the melody with you, but you're singing the whole thing by yourself, big guy.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Suits coming back in here. He's going to do a love song. Can you actually do a Mad Lib love song? We'll check the experiment next. Coming up.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Oh, you might remember as kids, we would play that fun little Mad Libs game. It was a story where it would ask you for like an action noun or something you would find in the woods, and then you would fill in there, and then at the end you would read back a story to your friends. You'd be going, oh, that's so mad and crazy and funny. But could you do the same concept with a love song? What if you had a love song and just you filled in the necessary blanks so it would be personalized, and then let's say you even gave the person the melody and the music, kind of like the instrumental version, Virginia?
Yeah.
You really could just pre-package these love songs for anybody out there. So Suits, as we do our Bachelor boot camp here, has learned how to talk to the ladies. You took him last week to learn how to cook for the ladies.
He did great.
And now JBird is trying to teach him how to sing for the ladies.
So our lesson during commercial break did not go that well. But that is okay.
All right.
He needs support. If there's a mess up, cheer him on.
Well, if this doesn't work, you know what? We can do a back to the drawing board, and then maybe you and Suits can sit down and you could really pen out something, because I would really love to hear, well, you know what? I want to put in the category, I can say this, a panty dropper.
Oh.
That's what we want. We want the ladies to be able to, when you sing finally, Suits, when this is done, that's all I want to see back.
Suits got a pretty good voice. I think you're right. The Mad Lib thing is a little tricky. It's tricky.
It's definitely a little tricky. We'll see how well this flows.
This is going to be terrible.
Okay.
You're going to have to probably mute the witch because she's going to be complaining. Oh, this is terrible.
Well, it'll be over quickly.
Okay.
So this is an experiment here.
Promise?
I know.
Thanks for the support.
We got to rush to get to that third dirt of the day today, Ken.
I got a big Kardashian story just broke.
I mean, good Lord.
Yes.
I'll protest with you, Bird.
Okay. Let's hear for Suits' amazing voice here too.
Oh.
Ready, Suits?
Now you got to sing in kind of like a key of love too. To me, I think that there's a way of singing different songs, and when you sing a love song, it's kind of like your voice has got to be.
This ain't Christmas shoes. You better bring it sexy.
I think what would be helpful too, if you guys hear something, you hear something you like, hear something you don't like, pause us and tell us what to do better. If you
I'll take some notes here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can figure out how we could make this and and work through this and maybe even make this a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Can you do a Mad Lib love song?
My toothbrush is gone, and I miss your eyes. I grabbed a camera.
We started too soon, Suits. You gotta start that over. Let it go through one time.
Okay.
So far, I'm like, okay.
So three.
So far, I'm loving it.
3,
Take 2.
2, 1.
My toothbrush is gone, and I miss your eyes. I grabbed a camera and your necklace charm, and now my kiss is wet.
Ooh.
It's all over your skin.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to hold your mother, and I want to make her my sweetheart. I have an appetite for candy, 'cause I have a hunger within. They call me Tiger. Will you let me in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, hello.
Not bad for 5 minutes.
Oh, my goodness. I actually think that worked out. Yeah, I was expecting complete failure, but it was only a D.
It was only a It's better than half my grades in high school. I love it.
All right. Wow. That's something there. Yeah, okay. I think that actually could work. That's not bad. Boy, did you hear that? What do you think about the voice there, Virginia?
I love Suits' voice.
What'd you think about the whole package in the song?
I mean...
If he sung that to you, would that... I mean, it would confuse you, yes. But,
yes. A little bit. And the part about my mom kind of makes me feel weird in my stomach. But other than that...
Gosh, I gotta say, man, we're creating quite a package over here. I mean, look at him. He can cook, he can talk to ladies, he can sing.
Step by step, we're getting there, Kev.
Mm-hmm. Do we have poetry on the list? Does anybody write poetry around here?
Oh, we got to get our boy to a poetry slam. Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I love poetry. I mean, poetry slam is more aggressive, isn't it?
He's a tiger. We just learned that.
No, I mean, if you're impressing a chick, you impress a chick with poetry slam?
I think you do.
Okay. All right. Well, we're still working.
Right,
Successful
I'll write my
round. Thank
poem.
you very much, Suits. Very impressed with you, man.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Up here in just a couple minutes on the KBJ Show. Dennys. He's already made me laugh today with his joke about two guys going to the bathroom. He called it a number 4. He's just warming up. You can tell he is ready for comedy, isn't he?
He always is.
Yeah. Joke Jury's going to be coming up here in just a bit. There is a weird theme that has been going on this week, and maybe it's not just this week, but there's been a couple stories that I've seen. There was a woman that was with her boyfriend for 25 years. Okay, try to follow me here. This is confusing. A woman's with her boyfriend for 25 years. They had 2 kids together. Then he cheated and had a child with someone else. Now he's dead, and so she started dating the son that he had while cheating. That is a real story from this week.
What?
I don't know. You can follow that, but it's like, yeah, her boyfriend of 25 years cheats, has a child with someone else. Now that he's dead, she's dating that child.
That's creepy.
Right. That's about as creepy as Suit's song, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I think Suit's song was misunderstood.
I mean, right? You're like, wait, what? And it's hard to follow. That is so weird. Yeah. And then there was another story that came out. Somebody had sent us this week. My mom's husband, who passed away, had children, and his child married my mom's ex-husband. My mom's husband, who passed away, had children, and his child married my mom's ex-husband. Wait, what?
So she was married before the guy died?
Wait,
It's hurting my brain, Coach.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious, who has the craziest sounding family connection? Can you say something like that we can't follow? That's basically it. My mom's husband, who passed away, had children, and his child married my mom's ex-husband. Wait, what? Okay, can you follow these crazy sounding family trees? Can you follow this? Tell me if you're like going, okay, I can visualize that, because I get lost so quick on these. Somebody texted in this story about my mom's husband, who passed away, had children, and his child married my mom's ex-husband. My mom's husband, who passed away, had children, and his child married my mom's ex-husband.
So she was married before, and she had an ex.
Okay.
And then her current husband died.
Yes.
and they had kids together. The girl,
Right.
one of his female children, married her first husband, her ex-husband.
Yes. Oh.
It's very tricky.
Okay. Okay, I actually thought I had that until the very end. What about this? Can you follow this crazy sounding family tree? My cousin's uncle on her mom's side. My cousin's uncle on her mom's side.
My cousin's mom. Okay.
I got it so far. On her mom's side. Okay, my cousin's uncle on her mom's side married her aunt on her dad's side.
I'm out. I can't.
Yeah, that's just too much for me. I can't do that one.
I hate it. Oh my gosh.
Greg is on here from Tequesta. One more messed up one here. Yeah, crazy sounding family tree.
Cool.
Hello, Greg.
Hey.
He's calling in
So
from your
I got
parts
one.
there, Virginia. He's calling in from Snobtown.
Oh, Tequesta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably right around the corner almost too.
I love it.
Not that I'm a creeper, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're all family.
I had to. I had to split up my family. So the mother of my kids, she ended up marrying her mom's boyfriend's brother. So wouldn't that be your step uncle or something?
Yeah, okay. I actually think I followed that one. The mother of your kids married your mom's boyfriend's brother.
No, her mom.
Her mom.
Okay,
So
I thought I had
her
it.
mom. like they're having a family barbecue and she's hanging out there with her mom and like, well, you know, Bobby's brother isn't so bad looking, is he? Type thing, you know?
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. So they wait, do they hang out and stuff?
They're married, man. They're married.
Wow.
All
Yeah, you gotta get some inbred pit bulls out of that bunch right there. I don't know.
Some inbred pit bulls.
Very nice.
See, all of Tequesta's not fancy.
Okay.
That does not sound like Tequesta.
There's some dysfunction going on there. Let me see. My grandmother married a guy who already had children. Her sister's been... Oh, I can't even read that one.
What?
That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I don't know how. There should be like some kind of rule. If you can't understand what you're about to do, it shouldn't be allowed to have. You know, I mean, forget like the whole things about like incest and all that kind of stuff. If I can't understand it, it shouldn't be allowed. That's just too close for comfort. All right, people texted us some of theirs. About time for Dennys to step in here.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Wanda laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-woo.
Another round of the joke jury. He's penned up some stuff here, and myself, Virginia JBird, we sit on the jury. His job is to get us to crack up, smile, laugh. If he can, we're eliminated from the jury. He wants to have a clean bench at the end of the whole thing.
I think he's very ready. He got a new shirt on today. Look at this.
Oh, he did?
Is that new?
Tell us about that new shirt.
It is not.
Oh, it's not.
So I just did a big clean through my room. I found all my old shirts and stuff. So
Yeah.
I threw out all my old stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's not new?
This is not new. This is probably about 3.5 years old.
Oh, okay, 3.5. All right. All right.
I just found it, by the way.
So
So
it's
I'm
sort of
really
new.
excited.
It's
I'm really
kind
excited.
of new in the
Kinda new.
rotation.
Well, so I just cleaned out my closet, so I found a bunch of new, like I guess new old stuff.
New to me. Yeah, that's good. That's kind of a new
I get
shirt.
dressed in the dark, so it's hard for me to find outfits in the morning because I'm trying not to disturb everyone.
We know your pain.
Yes.
Yeah, we get it. Okay, here we go. Time for the joke jury. What you got here on joke number 1, Dennys?
Joke 1 for you guys. What do you call a 90s rapper who's all about education?
A 90s rapper who's all about education. I don't know. What do you call him?
Schoolio.
Okay. You know a Coolio? Sue kind of likes it.
Dennys, it's not a good start.
I got to agree with the witch. It's not a great story.
I kind of like it, but I kind of like Suit's song, so I don't know if that's So, yeah, I may not be the best judge today. Okay, all right, what you got? Joke number 2.
Second joke for you guys. Why did the military take away the colonel's phone?
Why did the military take away the colonel's phone? I don't know. Why did the military take away the colonel's phone?
He sent out photos of his privates.
Yes, he did.
Real good.
Yes, he did.
That's a good one.
Okay, all right, bam.
Third joke. Why is it easy to reschedule with a gymnast?
To reschedule the gymnast?
With a gymnast, yeah.
I don't know why.
Because their schedule is flexible. They got a flexible schedule.
There was, by the way, one person laughing. And that was Dennys. That would have been the person that told the joke. Why don't you see more stand-up comedians doing that?
As I was writing last night, I was like,
all right, joke number 4.
why did the astronaut break up with his girlfriend?
I don't know. Why did he?
He needed space.
Oh, smart comedy.
Very smart.
Oh, we're doing KBJ too. It's topical.
Oh, yeah.
Try to tie it all together.
It's so topical.
Final joke for you guys. What did the Yelp review say about the porn star's restaurant?
What did the Yelp review say about? I don't know. What did it say?
It blows.
Okay. All right.
Good job.
I believe it. Yeah. We all got a good, genuine laugh out of that. So very nice. That is a solid round for you here. Another round of producer Denny's joke jury. Okay, the craziest sounding family tree. Can you follow any of these connections here? Tell me when you're like mentally like, I can't do it. Kristen's on here from Stewart. Okay, Kristen, what is yours?
My best friend married her brother's stepson. And so her husband was her nephew, her brother was her father-in-law, her sister-in-law was her mother-in-law, and his step-grandma was his mother-in-law.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
That is a mess.
That is a lot. That's a lot to take in.
All not biologically related, but it was a mess. But he's a lying, cheating, second you-know-what, and they're divorced.
Oh, and on top of that, it didn't work out.
Oh, well.
We had to learn
What a
all
surprise.
that, and then it didn't work out.
Well, how long did it take them to figure out all those new titles, and then they ended?
It lasted about 15 years.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's a good run. That's 15 years of total, complete confusion. How about this one? Can you follow this one? My older sister was in a relationship with my father's brother. My younger sister later had a relationship with him and had children with him, so my niece's father is my uncle.
I'm out.
Oh, gosh.
I can't. I'm out.
It hurts.
Somebody said, I found out my husband was my cousin at my wedding. The family I had never met from his side came to the wedding, and they recognized some members of my family. And they're like, wait a minute, you guys are cousins. They wound up getting married, but then they divorced shortly after.
Did they honeymoon it up?
I don't know. It didn't say that. That's a very key question.
That is crazy. At the wedding itself, when the two families showed up, they're like, hey, wait a minute.
What an awful time to find out that you are cousins.
And there's probably a chance they already did the hibbity-dibbity before the wedding.
Yeah, now, I think the thing with cousins, I think it's only forbidden at first cousins. First cousins cannot, but I think second on down you can, and that's just your own where you're setting wire.
If you are dating your second cousin, just know every time you walk out of the room, everyone's going, yeah,
they're cousins.
They're cousins.
Oh, you don't
one's
advertise
gonna
it.
say second. Everybody's just going to say, they're cousins.
Doesn't matter. They're cousins.
You would never say, this is my wife and my second cousin. You're like, wait, what?
Even a third cousin. I just think the word cousin screws everything up.
Yeah, even if you say fifth cousin, you're right. You skip over the number and go right to, wait, cousin? Hold on.
Cousin. Just
Wait,
cousin.
wait.
That's the only thing that sticks.
You said cousin?
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
There are just so many scams happening in South Florida with rich dudes getting ripped off, thinking that they've got a love interest. It's unfortunate, Virginia. You know, unfortunately, we don't think the right head here, and we do dumb things and get taken advantage of. You know, time and time again. It's kind of a big thing. We always talk about that story where the rich guy who's like 50 years old comes out of a Miami nightclub, and there's some young 24-year-old that just can't keep her hands off of him and wants to go back to his hotel.
She can't wait to go back for a drink.
Yeah, because he's just so yummy.
With his 62-year-old nards.
Right, and she's so thirsty, and I just need a drink. And so
you need one too.
You do, yeah.
You definitely need one.
And you're so stunned when you wake up 10 hours later and you've got none of your jewelry. Well, here's something you should know better too. Big name in football. His name is Le'Veon Bell, and he played with the Pittsburgh Steelers successfully. Now, he's a big name because he held out all of last year. He was the Steelers' best player, top player, but they tried doing this thing called a franchise tag that he didn't like. So he's like, well, I'm just not going to play football then. I'm going to go move to South Florida and train and get ready to get traded. Well, he's been traded to the New York Jets. So he's physically getting himself ready. But apparently, one woman is not enough for the Le'Veon Bell. He's an NFL superstar, and I need more than one woman to keep me satisfied. So he's got 2 girlfriends. So he goes off to the gym because he's still got to work out because the NFL season's going to be coming up. And he could not believe when he came back from the gym in Hollywood on May 25th that all his jewelry was missing, and so were the ladies. And they did not play. They took 2 gold chains with diamonds. They took a Black Panther pendant with black and white diamonds, a Rolex. Just taking those items, they totaled up jewelry worth $520,000.
Oh my!
That's so much money for just those 3 items.
Wow! What?
What is he thinking?
Oh my goodness!
Like you just said.
But he went to the gym.
Yeah.
And he left the girls in his crib. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they were his girlfriends.
They made him feel real comfortable.
How long were they his girlfriends for?
And it doesn't say it.
2 days.
I really want to know. I want to know what was really going on here with. Yes, were they really girlfriends? Were they just friends? It sounds like the way the story was written.
You were a mark.
He had 2 girlfriends. They were cool with it because he's just so much man that he's too much for one woman.
We're gonna take his Rolex pretty soon too. So yeah, we're cool with everything.
Dummy.
We're cool with all of it.
You really thought these 2 girls were cool with, like, you weren't gonna get scammed.
You may not get all the details. He may act like they were dating or something. He probably started talking to them for a few days. They hooked up, they got their plan together, and they rolled them.
I would love to just have Le'Veon Bell on right now because I like to just talk to him. Be like, okay, yeah, where did you meet these women? How long? Now, were they girlfriends, or is it just like you were platonic friends and you thought you could trust them and they were chilling at your crib while you went to the gym?
I'll tell you right now, he didn't meet him at church. He met him in the club. He met him in some kind of unscrupulous scenario. They probably hung out for maybe a few days.
That's it.
Maybe a couple weeks at most.
At the most.
And he let his defenses down. He believed them when they said they were cool.
They laid it on thick. They probably pampered him.
They probably cooked him meals.
They did. They probably did all that. But it didn't last
enough
that long.
to get his guard down that he would trust them chilling alone with his jewelry.
That's all they needed was a window.
Well, and he probably was showing off said pieces. I'm sure they saw him before. I'm sure he told them how expensive they were.
I'm sure he was wearing them when he met them, and that's what attracted them to him.
$520,000, 2 gold chains with diamonds, a Black Panther pendant with black and white diamonds, and a Rolex.
I'm very curious to see if these girls get away with it. If they were smart, they would have already hightailed it out of town. I would say go from the East Coast to the West Coast, baby. Go to California, fence the goods, lay low.
This is what Cardi B would do. Cardi B would bring guys back or go back to their place.
No, this is different. Cardi B drugged guys, I think.
Yeah, what is the Cardi B
Cardi B's
story?
worse then.
Cardi B's worse.
What exactly is the Cardi B story?
I think the Cardi B story is she put something in somebody's drink and took their...
She claimed on social media that back in the day, she would bring guys back to rooms and drug them, and when they would pass out, she would rob them and then leave. And then they had that whole hashtag surviving Cardi B, which did absolutely nothing. In fact, I think her album sold more units.
I know.
It gave her street cred.
Yeah, I mean, if that was reversed, it would be...
Okay, well, tell me what your feelings are on this. Are you feeling more that Le'Veon Bell is a complete moron, or that these 2 girls are just diabolical and horrible?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody messed up.
What's the stronger feeling? These chicks are awful, or Le'Veon Bell's a moron? Because I'm leaning
I
moron.
I kind of want to make a movie about these chicks.
Anytime someone breaks the law, steals something, they are the ones majorly at fault. Yes, he is a bit of a moron. I've been there too, so I don't know what to tell you.
You've been rolled, but for much less.
Yeah.
These 2 girls rolled JBird and took DVDs.
They still my roommate
and shampoo.
My roommate's DVDs and all of my toiletries.
Yeah.
These girls took a shampoo bottle that was 3/4 empty.
They took all of my shampoos. I had an assortment.
That's amazing.
Well, we'll play Crime Stoppers here. If you're a pawn shop anywhere in Hollywood or the vicinity, have you seen two girls coming in with a Black Panther pendant?
If these girls know what they're doing, they will not be here locally trying to fence this stuff. If they do, they're dumb.
Well, it's a big story. I wonder where they're going to go. Like, what do you do now? You've got $520,000 of Le'Veon Bell's jewelry.
You black market fence it.
You're gonna if you are going to sell
or you
it.
go across the country.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at this game, but I'm intrigued by it.
But in today's day and age, wouldn't you be so paranoid? If you did have to sell something on the black market, there's a way that would track it back to you somehow.
The black market don't take your ID.
I hear you, but there still may be there's
a pawn shop you should be afraid of, but a black market situation, nobody's checking IDs.
I'd still be paranoid though, because
you could be selling to an informant.
Well, you sell it to somebody, and then they have a big mouth. Oh, I got blah blah blah. Where did you get that from? Oh, I got it from these two girls. I don't even know. I don't think you trust the black market. If you can't trust the black market anymore, what the hell's going on?
If nobody knows who anybody is, I think you can trust the black market. You don't know them, they don't know you. You're just a buyer and a seller.
Somebody said if these girls try to hawk Le'Veon Bell's jewelry, they're going to have to give ID. So
that's in a pawn shop, not on the black market.
Okay.
Black market, you don't need no ID.
But he said what you do is you'd have fakes. So if you had fake IDs,
yeah.
then,
Fake ID,
yeah,
do it.
Then that's
these
not a
girls
big deal.
do not sound like the kind of girls that would. Oh yeah, they do.
These girls probably have 7 IDs in their purse right now.
Well, the guarantee you that that's not the real names that they gave him.
No.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, Le'Veon Bell is going to be fine. He had just signed a 4-year, $52.5 million deal, including $35 million guaranteed.
Lesson learned.
He was a mark.
Yes.
He was.
You're right. But, I mean...
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, this is clearly the number one story people want us to talk about here today. The FBI's official report on Bigfoot. The FBI, apparently, I don't know where he's finding out about this now. They did actually investigate whether or not Bigfoot was real. Back in the 70s, they found some mysterious animal hair, and they said, okay, well, we've got to know to settle the mystery, and we are the number one investigative unit in America. The authority, right? The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
They got investigation in their name.
Right.
Well, they had a lot of people really kind of saying, why aren't you investigating? You need to investigate this. We are serious about this.
Yeah. Okay, well, they were. So they investigated, and they said the credible, mysterious animal hair was from a deer. And in their official report, it says, quote, there is no evidence that Bigfoot is real.
Dang.
Some of us have to have faith in life.
I mean, that's the FBI.
That doesn't mean anything. It's because it's one case here. It's one case of hair.
How unfortunate this news breaks right before the Naked Mile.
Nah, I'm not rattled by this because it doesn't mean anything. That's one person who tried to... Well, why am I even arguing with the witch? So dumb. I fell into a witch trap.
Abracadabra.
Hey, why don't you go to the gym? Leave all your jewelry here. Oh, she's going to watch it.
Hocus pocus. We got you again.
I'm arguing. She's laughing in my face, and I continue to debate. Oh, yeah, and then Bigfoot, No one cares, Bird. No one cares.
Oh.
There's a guy in Indonesia that was waiting in line at a fried chicken restaurant last week. I mean, fried chicken, hello.
Fried chicken might be the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he learned that the woman behind him had called him fat. Somebody's like, did you hear that woman call you fat?
Oh.
You know what? You could get sad. I know. I've been there. I've been fat. I've had people call me fat.
Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
There's a song about it.
There's an anthem.
But you know what? I wish I had the same kind of BDE that this fat guy had when I was little fat Kevin.
Okay, what'd he do?
He was like, stepped up to the counter and he said, yeah, I'm going to take every piece of fried chicken you have here in the restaurant. She's like going, well, he is a big tub of goo. And she steps up to the counter and she's like, yeah, I'd like to place more. They're like, sorry, we're out of chicken.
Oh!
Right?
In your face.
He walked off with all his chicken and his big fat ass and said, ha ha, woman.
I win.
Yeah. That's winning. That's fat BDE right there, and that's how you play it.
What he did was he flipped the script, baby.
Script.
Yes.
She called him fat. He bought all the damn chicken. She got up there, and they're like, sorry, we're out of chicken.
No chicken for you, lady.
Yeah.
You can win in life if you're able to somehow flip the script. You just got to figure out how to do it, baby.
I thought that was pretty
It's
amazing.
good.
I wonder how much all that chicken cost him.
I don't
Because
know.
you got to also have BDM.
Yeah, but
$950.
honest, every now and then in life, you gotta this was in Indonesia, this happened, and this is a global story. So, to have a global story where you are a fat hero.
He's a global hero.
He is a hero to everyone who is fat or has ever been fat.
It's worth, even if he spend $1,000 worth of chicken,
Yes.
it's worth it for all of this.
You just need one of those in your life.
You do.
You'd be like, I gotta tell you the story about this woman thought she's gonna be funny and call me fat when I was in line for some fried chicken.
Good for
This
him.
is what I
Yeah,
did.
good for him.
Yeah, I thought so
Yay.
too. Thought so too. There's a woman that's very upset with Golden Corral. Golden Corral Buffet.
Well, there's a multitude of reasons why you should be upset with them. Have we narrowed it down to just one?
I love me some Golden Corral, but I do have some complaints.
Now, she's a larger woman, and she was dressed in a crop top at the Golden Corral in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
They told her she was dressed, quote, too provocatively and that her shirt showed off a lot of cleavage. But she believes people had a problem with it because she's, quote, not thin. So she posted a photo of her up in a mirror saying, okay, is this too provocative?
Golden Corral, do you guys know who you are? You're Golden Corral.
I didn't realize you guys had standards.
You're not a 5-star restaurant.
If we start kicking out the people who are, quote, not thin, we are going to be in trouble here.
I don't even have to look at the picture. She's fine. It's the Golden Corral.
Yeah. I saw the picture, and she's fine.
Okay.
It's the Golden Corral.
There you go, then. We voted.
Yes. Somebody in Slidell, Louisiana got a little upset at Taco Bell. So upset, in fact, they had to call 911 earlier this week.
Uh-oh.
They went in there and found out that the Taco Bell had run out of both hard and soft taco shells.
Wow.
That is pretty messed up. Get it together, Slidell.
That's worse than running out of fried chicken when the fat guy buys it up.
Is it worse than the time I went to a steak place and I order a steak and they go, I'm sorry, sir, we're out of steak?
These are all unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
But Taco Bell with no tacos, seriously?
That's an F-.
F-,
Yes.
okay. Burger King, all we got's chicken.
I'm ashamed of my home state.
Yeah. The cops told them there was nothing they could do about it. So running out of taco shells at Taco Bell is not a crime.
Are cops happy to get that call? Because they have a good
might
laugh.
break up the monotony. Maybe you're just like, well, at least it wasn't something really depressing and scary and awful.
It's a great story.
It is.
You're not going to believe what we had to respond to.
Mm-hmm. There's a guy in Hudson, Florida that poured salt on himself and all over the floor of a blank. What is the store? A guy in Hudson, Florida poured salt on himself and all over the floor of a blank. What is the store, Virginia?
The store is...
Yes, he said he was doing it to get rid of the evil spirits.
Oh, I got it.
Is it a...
JBird.
Horse store.
No.
Horse store?
Horse store.
No. A guy in Hudson, Florida poured salt on himself and all over the floor of a blank.
Adult video store.
And he said he was doing it to get rid of the evil spirits.
Adult video store.
Nope, you're both wrong. I thought this screamed Walmart, but apparently not.
Oh,
No, it could have gone a lot of different ways.
It could have? Okay.
I thought something was licking him.
No. He went into a place where you could buy salt, and the evil spirits were chasing him, so he ran into the Walmart to do that.
Wow. Where'd I get licking from?
I have no idea.
You're just having a very licky week.
I guess so. I thought
Still
you said...
thinking about your dog? That was a tweet you put out, right?
Yeah.
I know what he's dreaming of. Is Thursday Jif Day? You go to Walmart and get Jif, by the way. There was a young man that fired a gun at homes in Portage, Indiana, and then used a car share service as his getaway vehicle. So the cops just drove right beside the lift and said, hey, can you pull over? He's under arrest.
He left a paper trail.
I'm wondering, though, if you did do the share service could be incognito, though, if you do it the right way.
How?
I'm going to shut up.
They have your name. They have your picture. They have your credit card. They have your address.
It was a dumb comment.
Quick, get him some peanut butter.
Hadn't been a great 3 minutes.
There's also a motorcycle thief in Haines City, Florida, got arrested after he butt-dialed 911. According to the dispatcher, the thief didn't say anything, but could be heard laughing on the other end. So funny because, yes, they had stolen a motorcycle. Guy didn't answer, but the dispatcher said, well, maybe we should just go check out that situation. So they pinged the phone, followed up to it, got there and found the stolen motorcycle, and he was arrested for grand theft.
And it was a butt dial?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Boy, that stinks, doesn't
Karma, baby.
Yeah. This is an interesting thought process for Colorado. Apparently, a giant boulder fell in the highway a couple of weeks ago. And they said, well, that's going to be a problem. That is a really big boulder. How are we going to get out of the road? Somebody said, why don't we just make a new road? They said, genius. So they made the road go around the boulder and kept on with their day. They thought it was going to be cheaper to do that than to move the boulder. So now the road goes, whoop, weird little dip right to the side of a boulder.
Interesting.
That's neat.
Yes.
Boulder wins.
Yes.
Until it rolls again.
Right. You got to keep moving the road. Over the weekend, there was a highway crash in Montana. While people were stuck in their cars waiting for the road to open up again, suddenly a guy in a kilt pops out of nowhere and starts playing the bagpipes.
Okay.
Apparently he works as a bagpiper, and he thought this is the only way he's going to be able to advertise and get a gig. So there you go. I don't know.
Those bagpipes are so super loud.
They are, but they're fascinating.
Yeah, how does
can't help but stare.
How does standstill traffic get more annoying? Add a bagpiper.
It kind of does. It gives you an emotion, those bagpipes.
It does.
It's got a somber sound to it.
Because there's usually like an American flag hanging in the background, and you're like, yeah, this is real moment.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's either then or on St. Patty's Day. One of the two.
I love it.
I like to remember bagpipes on St. Patty's Day. That's when I really enjoy a bagpipe. Coming up here in a couple minutes, JBird found out that he was the reason for a rule that's still in effect. What is it, 16 years later?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, JBird did something so awful, there's still a rule on the books about him 16 years later.
And nobody's shocked.
Yes. Have you ever been the reason for a rule? Someplace, anywhere. Could be work, could be a country club, could be at your old school.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Are you the reason for any weird rule that is out there? JBird ran into somebody and found out that after 16 years, there is a rule that is still on the books because of something he did.
That's what he tells me. I guess he worked there up until about a year ago. He doesn't work there any longer, but he said, when I worked there back in like 2001, this is at a country club. There was this Christmas.
A fancy country
very
club.
fancy.
I mean,
It's a residential area and golf course.
That's just hysterical in and of itself. JBird at a fancy country club.
Well, I worked in the golf area, the bag room, and I mean, basically what you did was you cleaned up after the rich people.
You were the ball cleaner.
I was the ball. You were absolutely the ball cleaner.
Young boy, come clean my old balls.
I cleaned so many old balls when I was at that golf place. But yeah, and they had a Christmas party, and it was on a Monday night. And I remember
it was for the employees.
It was for the employees. Yes, it was for the employees, and it was Monday, and they had an open bar. And I had one of the bosses there. He was kind of new, and he was drinking, but he could kind of keep it together. So he kept on giving me drinks. I'm drinking. Let's just say it got insane to the point where I'm the only one dancing on the dance floor. I'm doing that move where I'm running and sliding on my knees, but I'm doing that right up to the boss, the head boss. Then I'm playing air guitar, and I'm doing that thing with the tongue as I'm like licking the air guitar. I mean, I'm going insane at this thing. So then 2 days later, they make this company policy. Any other holiday policy, it's a 2-drink maximum. You can only get 2 drinks, and you have to buy the drinks. No more free booze, and no one can have more than 2. And I ran into him and goes, hey, man, they still have that rule in place, and it's all because of you.
Badge of honor.
16 years later, man.
I think somebody over here is a little proud of it.
No, I learned, I grew.
I'm proud of it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So are you the reason for any rule that's out there? Some people text into us. Somebody said, yeah, they put up signs at PBSC to not feed the squirrels because I got bit when feeding them.
Oh,
you're the reason.
Yeah. Somebody said my first job in high school was at a restaurant, and they actually went up having to put in a rule that you couldn't go past this certain line near the hostess desk because all I would do is go up there and talk to the hot chicks. That's from Zach.
A hostess lizard.
Yeah, I could
You
just see.
go up there.
I'd probably be doing the same thing. Catherine, hey, ladies, what's going on here?
I would be doing the same thing.
The hostesses are always the hottest people there.
Mm-hmm. Somebody texted in and said when my brother was 12, he sat on the railing of the conveyor belt that leads out of Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom. He was leaning back against the wall, and then the wall ended, and he flips back off the railing onto a pile of rocks and cuts up his entire back. And now there's still a verbal command when you leave Space Mountain saying, do not sit on the handrails.
That's because of that cat.
Yeah. Something happened.
That's proud.
That's pretty good.
Well, I always wonder whenever I see a rule that you're like going, oh, why do they have to tell somebody? You're like, that
because somebody.
There's a story out there that there is a rule because of what this person did. Somebody said when I was in high school, we used to sneak out and we would get in people's trunks of their car. We'd drive off the property. We'd pull over and get out in the car. Well, one day an officer saw us do this and came over and popped the trunk. And, hello. Now to this day, 12 years later, they still check people's trunks as they leave school because they would smuggle kids out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Have we done anything where we've done something and there's now rules here? I think we've been pretty good, right? Here at RMF. Back at our old station, there were definitely rules made for us.
Well, the balcony is locked because of us. Chunking, they probably didn't think they had to tell people not to throw pumpkins off the fifth floor balcony.
But is there a rule because of that? Because I guess there is a rule. We
can't do anything on premises.
No one's
now.
allowed on the
That's
balcony.
the rule. The rule is no smiles.
I'll tell you who really hates us is the smokers of this floor. They have to go downstairs to smoke now.
It's tough. Somebody said when I went to Coniston Middle School, my friends and I used to just walk off campus to skip school almost every day. The next year, they put up a fence around the entire school to keep kids from walking off. I'm 36 now. That was about 17 years ago. I still laugh every time I drive by.
I mean, that's a proud one. That's a good one.
That is.
That fence is for you, buddy.
Are you the reason for the rule? Andy's on here from Jensen Beach. Now, something happened in school, and you actually are kind of like there's a rule that has your name attached to it. What happened, Andy?
I was a sophomore in high school, and I'm originally from Philadelphia. And when you're a sophomore, you get to go to New York City, where they literally drop you off in the middle of it, no chaperones. And I wanted to do my own thing because I didn't want to be part of the big fancy whatever was going on, and I was actually left behind.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, they were halfway through New Jersey when they realized I wasn't there, and now they have this rule in place. And years later, I just found out my cousin, who's also a sophomore at the same school, they have to sign this paper with all these rules, and one of the rules is called the Andy, where it's a buddy system, and that's my name.
That's awesome. That's a
It's called
good
the
one.
Andy.
That's
yeah,
real good.
That's not just a rule. I mean, that's a thing. Yes, we got the Andy.
There's a system in place.
Yes, just because of me. This is kind of fascinating. Somebody just texted in here and said, my husband and his best friend are the reason there are speed bumps on the road to Cracker Barrel at 45th and I-95. I've gone over that, and they're so annoying. I mean, they're big, long speed bumps. I'm like, why? Like, what are we doing here? Well, apparently, her husband and his best friend, they used to race their Ford Probes over 15 years ago on the way to the tech school back there. And I go over this, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's such a long.
So many speed
like,
bumps.
why? Yes. Oh, now I know. Okay. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, there's one here. Somebody said that I used to work with my brother repairing electronics, and to this day, no one in the store is allowed to say the word nipple to customers when describing problems. I apparently said nipple.
I need more.
Somebody got upset, and they're like, he said nipple. And like, okay, yes. Rule is, please don't. Mm-hmm. Let me see. And somebody else said that I work at the country club that JBird is talking about, and I can confirm the rule is still in place, the 2-drink maximum. I wish I got to work with the bird.
Oh, you're a legend, man.
You are a legend.
It feels good.
Feels good.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at KVJShow.com. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
I don't know how accurate this is, but according to one expert, they believe that parents could buy celebrity DNA off the internet by the year 2050 to customize their children. We're never going to get to a world where that happens, correct?
That's not true. I think we will get to a world where that happens.
Okay, well, there's a couple things that have got to happen here. And I already immediately, in reading one sentence, there's a lot of questions that I have and thoughts. One, what celebrity is going to actually do this? Where, yes, you can buy my DNA to make your own children. No one's going to do that. Two, right now, we're dealing with bogus concert tickets and fake this and fake that. How are you certain that you get the right DNA?
Yeah, because you can't just look at it and go, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's fine. No doubt. I mean, come on. Yeah, they can say, oh, no, this is a Brad Pitt in a bottle. Right.
And
that ain't Brad Pitt.
It's Bill Pitt from Port St. Lucie instead. Yeah, I thought I got Port St. Lucie. I love Port St. Lucie.
Bill Pitt.
Or Bill Pitt.
Right. In fact, I might take Bill over Brad, to be honest with you.
Would you?
Maybe. I mean, what's Brad Pitt? Come on.
Brad Pitt is hot. I'm sorry.
So what? Have you seen his brother? His brother's an average looking dude. Yeah. No, he has like a legit brother in Missouri, and he just looks like a dude.
Really? You'd rather have that, huh?
No, I'm just saying that you don't know necessarily you're going to get
just because you have the genetics doesn't mean you're going to get the looks.
Right. I've seen brother combos where you're like, wow, one's like model hot and the other one's just a dude.
Doesn't Ashton Kutcher have a twin that's not that cute?
I don't know. I know he has a twin. I don't know how cute he is.
Well, he's certainly not as cute as Ashton.
Yeah, the futurologist believes that parents will one day be able to choose from a massive library of potential offspring. And you'll just insert the chosen DNA into an egg, modify the attributes, including athleticism and good looks, and you're going to have the perfect child.
Okay, Virginia, you get to have one more kid, but you get to take the DNA from Kevin, myself, Dennys, or Suits. Who do you go with?
Oh, no.
Whose DNA do you want? Do you want beady eyes?
I don't know. I think I might go JBird.
Oh!
I think I might go JBird.
In your face, Kevin.
I know. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of curious. Let's say, for instance, you could buy all of our DNA. You could make a child with what we have here. What is the going rate in how much? Could we put together? Because I imagine not all DNA is going to be the same price. Like a Brad Pitt, you would think is going to be a little bit more expensive than a Corey Feldman, right?
Absolutely.
But if you buy the KVJ DNA, you get a mix of all of our personalities in that DNA. It's just a big old smorgasbord of emotion.
Crazy, huh?
Good luck with that.
That'd be crazy.
That kid is definitely going to be in detention.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say how much, who would command the most? Who would command the least? What would be the going rate on our DNAs? And let's just put it a small little increment of $100 because we're horrible at math. So we won't overprice this. If $100 is the most expensive, who's the most expensive? And let's say $20 is the cheapest. Who's the cheapest?
Damn.
Kevin always trying to get it.
So cold.
Well, she already chose your DNA over mine, so right now you're $100 DNA, baby.
I think because I like his happy-go-lucky personality. I would hope
But does that
I would have a
translate
happy...
in DNA?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Because you got to think about what you can get from DNA. Now, you're talking about athleticism. You're talking about your intelligence sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Can happen in DNA.
Can I change my answer?
You're the dumb one doesn't get DNA. You're talking about my personality over here.
DNA is not personality?
It's more of your features and your looks.
I don't know.
My go-luck personality could have been from childhood. My parents could have given that to me.
I wouldn't say completely.
I agree.
And I have seen that too, where children come out and one is happy and smiling and they're twin babies and the other one's sad and twisted. So sometimes you don't know. So maybe there is something.
We'll give you a partial.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Just curious. Who is going to go most expensive? Who is going to go the cheapest?
Virginia wants to buy my DNA, then she gives it back. It's so messed up.
It really is kind of messed up.
I'm a woman. I can change my mind.
Yeah. I mean, musical ability?
Yes, but I think, oh, man. She's very, very troubled, and she talks about it. Like, I don't know.
But I think that has to do, she had some, there was some stuff growing up, like childhood.
We're all troubled.
I know, but she's got anger issues. I don't want an angry baby. I want a happy baby.
But that's the question of nature versus nurture. I mean, was that something because of her environment? Let's say, because I thought I remembered earlier in her career in some interviews, hearing her talk about, like, there were some issues, maybe daddy issues and stuff like that. Yeah.
Her parents were always fighting. It was drama.
Right.
But, I mean, I think her nature was always to physically fight back, and that was just her first instinct. I want a sweeter baby.
Oh, she's feisty. She's musically talented. She's physical as well. I mean, what she does, that girl is strong. I mean, she's about everything you want, right? And she's an amazing mom, too. She's a nurturer now. I mean, can you have better DNA than Pink?
I'm going to go with JT.
Justin Timberlake?
No, James Taylor. Unbelievable musician.
Okay.
Got the gift of gab.
Okay.
Good height.
We live in different eras mentally.
We do, brother.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Who would you go with? Who would be the best that you could get? George Clooney. Would you want his DNA for your kid?
Clooney's pretty strong.
Just because he's good looking?
Good looking, just like feels like he's in control. He's a boss.
Well, somebody said you guys are talking about looks. What do you want to date your own kid? But no, I think it's
no.
Yeah.
But you do want them to like have a, good looking thing about them.
Maybe Emerald Fugazi. What's his name? I don't think I said it right.
Who are we talking about?
He said Emerald Fugazi.
What's that? What's his name?
Try again.
No, I'm not playing your games.
Come on, just try again.
Emerald Fugazi. I don't know.
Fugazi.
Bam. What about he can cook?
Just because you made it more Italian doesn't make it right.
Fugazi. Fugazi.
He's got the gift of cooking and, the kitchen.
Emerald Lagasse.
Lagasse. Okay.
It's not D either. It's not emerald like a stone. It's just emerald.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a bad one?
Yeah. I would say that's a bad one.
Somebody's arguing best celebrity DNA if you can't actually buy it like somebody believes in the future. And it's legit Tim Tebow. Athletic, smart, humble, good looking. All the best
that's a great
attributes.
one. Good call.
Will Smith.
Yeah?
Great body. Gift of gab. Great musician.
Yeah, you're right. I think
actor.
That would be the category where somebody shows abilities in multiple fields.
Business person.
Along with intelligence and empathy.
Yeah.
That to me that's your best category, is your best characteristics you can have when you're talking about buying, selling DNA.
Good luck beating Tim Tebow.
It's pretty good. It's not bad. But again, it's nature versus nurture. Is he that way because of the environment he grew up in? Seems to have a pretty solid family base. So, yeah, he's got some physical skills, no doubt about it. But, yeah. Somebody said, my sister and I are totally opposite in every aspect. I'm very sporty, tall, olive skin, happy, outgoing, love dancing. My sister likes being home, spending hours and hours at the movies, hates sports, short, fair skin, bit chubbier. Of course,
she's not
of course,
listening.
the hot sister is the one who texted us.
Damn, hot sister. You're so
Do not say names.
Because the dumpy sister's not going to text us being, well, I'm dumpy, I don't like going out, but my sister's got olive skin, is athletic and gorgeous.
Oh, she's in a cut. My sister's conceited. She's such a skinny little bee.
And I love, she said, I ask myself sometimes if I'm adopted. Love her to death.
She's the best. She's so adorable. She's great. She's heavier. She's slower.
I mean, I love her to death.
She's not as smart as me.
Oh, man. That's fun. Somebody said Barack Obama's DNA. Oh, cool dude. Intelligent enough to become the president of the United States. Somebody else texted in and said, we just talked about the DNA and personality connection in my psychology class last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then they ask, why am I paying for college when the KVJ show is free on the radio?
Boom.
Yes.
Damn.
Education for free.
For free.
Look at you listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky. Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
I love the girl who we were talking about. She said, I'm not hot, and my sister's not fat.
Oh.
She texted back.
Well, you sound hot.
You sound real hot.
Yeah. Well, I would wonder what it would be like, as we're talking about DNA, if you had a really hot sibling and you realized it wasn't you. I assume that probably's got to wear with you for a while, right?
Well, let's ask Virginia. How does it feel?
That's cold.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially like a twin, too.
I knew a few sets of twins that they were twins, but they didn't really look alike, and one was a little bit better looking than the other.
That sucks.
It's just the way it goes.
If you're the ugly twin, you're like, man, why? And then if you're the hot twin, you probably feel guilty, and it's not your fault.
And it wasn't that they were unattractive. They
Right.
just weren't as hot as the other one.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's say, for instance, you have got two brothers, and they are both pretty much model good looking, and you're just average. People are always going to, say something. And that's just being normal and not famous. Imagine if you're the Jonas Brothers.
You're right, Kevin Jonas. You're right. Nick is hot. Joe is hot. I mean, poor Kevin.
And there's nothing wrong with him.
No. He just looks normal. He looks like a normal dad you would see shopping at Christmas time for his kids in Walmart. He just looks like an average guy.
But, I mean, how much do you think this poor guy's got to deal with it? He knows it and he hears it. And all these fan forums are all the girls are going crazy for his brothers, and then there he is.
You got to turn it, baby.
He's the one that got wifed up first. He's actually got kids.
That's why
the other two don't. He was just like, oh, I'll show you. I am lovable.
You're right, he really did. Yeah, now people think he's a badass because there is a photo going around in this documentary that they've done. And I hear it's really good stuff. People are checking it out if you haven't seen it yet. And in it, they've done a still shot, and Kevin Jonas is sitting at the table, and he's got one of those jewels in front of him. Now, is that the stuff you smoke weed out of or just whatever?
I think it can be both, right, Denny? Yeah, it's both.
Okay. All right, so apparently Kevin's, you know what? If I'm not going to be hot, I'm going to be a badass. So that's his new thing. He's the
We're
one.
not buying it.
You're not buying
Sorry,
it?
Kevin Jonas.
Come on, man.
It was Nick Jonas.
We're not buying
it. It was
it.
Nick Jonas's weed.
Oh, come on. Well, what do you think about this? I think it's kind of a cool thing because it's kind of like his character, Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is now starting a new organization called the Footprint Coalition that is going to help save the planet using nanotechnology.
What?
Right.
What is that? Is this some fake superhero thing?
It kind of sounds, because, his character in Iron Man.
He knows he's not really Iron Man, right?
I think sometimes the lines get blurred.
I think we've completely lost Robert Downey Jr. now. He's like, this is my thing.
There are times that Mark Hamill believes he is Luke Skywalker.
All right, guys.
So Robert Downey Jr. is now Iron Man. He's going to save the planet with nanotechnology. Yeah, he was doing this conference in Vegas and made the announcement. Now, apparently, the program's focus is to clean the planet using advanced technology.
What is nanotechnology? What is that?
I have no idea. Yeah, well, nanotechnology, I think, is kind of like those little bots. Isn't that the kind of stuff that they're using in surgery now, where it's kind of like those little, and they're like little robots that they're so small they can put it in your bloodstream and it goes in there and starts fixing your body through stuff like that.
It's crazy the things that they're putting in people's bodies now. There's chips, there's all this kind of stuff.
Wow.
But I don't understand how that's going to fix the environment. I'm not seeing that in the stories. They're just saying that he's going to be launching this company in April 2020. And he's going to somehow clean our planet with nanotechnology. I don't know. Is it going to be like a giant Roomba that is going to just sweep all over planet Earth? Cleaning as it goes? It's roving across the continents?
It's going to be a long cord.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the Roombas have cords, do they?
You got they got to recharge it.
Thank you, Virginia. Yes. Yeah, they're talking about some new things they're doing. I got a little environment buy or sell on this because this always seems to be the big question. Yes, there are definitely some polluting things we're doing that needs to stop, and we got to reverse the trends because we're just trashing the place. But sometimes you get things that, I get it. Plastic straws are bad, but this paper straw really sucks.
I mean, this Coca-Cola in the styrofoam cup with crushed ice is so much better than...
Right? I know. But this is just it, what you're going to give up. Now, they say the new thing could be happening. California usually starts it. Then it works its way around the country. Tiny hotel toiletries are about to disappear in the state. They're trying to get rid of the additional plastic waste, so they would outlaw these single-use plastic bottles. You know, the stuff you love to go and you take the lotions and all that stuff and bring it home and be like, cool, I got it. You're not going to do that anymore.
I've seen in some hotels where you go in and there's suctioned to the wall, a big giant thing for shampoo, a giant thing for conditioner, and you just hit the pump.
Yep.
Why can't they do that?
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they should do that.
Refillable dispensers is what is going to be the new thing in hotel showers.
I think that's smart.
It is.
Unless you like taking the lotion home.
Yeah, but there's another side effect. Do you remember the story that happened in Detroit at the airport? The guy who worked there doing sanitation
Was putting stuff in the soap.
He was adding to it.
And it wasn't soap.
Oh, yeah.
People can't be trusted.
That's the problem. And you're going to rely on the person who got drunk with their buddies the night before in your room. You didn't realize it. Thought, watch this.
He peed in the body wash.
If that's best case scenario, by the way. If he peed in there, that's best case. Oh, yay.
Yeah, the guy in Detroit was doing something else.
Something way more sinister.
A different fluid.
Ugh. Did it look like conditioner?
You know what we're talking about.
I do.
It blends in.
That's why I'm telling you, we need to start moving to a system where everything you package is edible. You get mail, you can eat your mail after. I know it sounds crazy. I know it does. I know it sounds.
Why would you want to eat your mail?
You don't eat the mail. You eat the package. So okay, Virginia. Okay, or I order a toy on eBay. The box comes. My toy is in the box. But when I get that box, I'm able to eat it. Or you're able to break it off, feed it to animals, feed it to squirrels.
What about all the germs and things that it picks up in transport?
That's where the scientists. They got to come up with this type of. There's a system. There's a way to protect it.
Yeah.
Look, man, this is a think tank idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go ahead, laugh.
Stink tank.
Go ahead, laugh. You're gonna start seeing this.
Okay, so that's where we're going. Are you cool with that? You like, fine? I'm the refillable dispensers in hotels. I'm cool with that. That's where we're gonna land on that.
I liked it till you told me that story.
That's what goes through my mind every time I see it. I'm like, I
forgot about that guy.
Yeah, that story's in my head now. It's in yours.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Hey. Would you rather be victim or would you rather have that in your head?
You're true. You're right. Paranoia is way better than being a victim.
Yeah.
I'd rather just eat my packages.
You eat your package. What about the electronic cars? You know, I was in Boca the other day, of all places, and the place where I was having breakfast, they have a whole row of refueling stations right there.
Oh, like to plug in.
Yeah, some, Boca type person had their Tesla. It was like plugged in right there. They go into the Broken Egg Cafe and boom, have their breakfast. I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
That's very cool.
So I guess that's it. If you got one of those things, because I've seen even too, some of the parking garages we got here in South Florida have like nice reserved spots real close to the elevator, and you just pop in, you plug in your car, and then you got the best spot in the lot.
Brightline has it.
Yeah.
The Outlet Mall has it.
But these cars are super expensive, right?
I don't think all of them are. I know Honda had one that wasn't like a Tesla price.
Yeah, they're saying that this is the way to go. In fact, if you ran the money on how much you spend on gas compared to these, Forbes is saying the cost of charging up a car is significantly less than buying your gas guzzlers.
And if you charge it at the Broken Egg Cafe, that ain't you that's paying.
I guess not.
Is the Broken Egg?
I don't know.
Is that the place that has that one really big, like it's like almost like a cinnamon bun they bring to the table?
They might. They have beignets. They have a bunch of Cajun stuff on their menu. They're good.
Okay.
They're in Harborside.
It is that one.
Yeah.
They have some kind of their side thing. It's this dish they bring, and it's like a dessert. Some of the best I've ever had in my life. I can't even talk.
You can tell he's been on a diet for a few days. He is dying to eat something good.
It's been more than a few days.
They say the average electricity rates in North America would run about $13 to bring a 2018 Tesla Model S 100D up to normal use range, or roughly what would be spent on 4 gallons of gas. So you still have to continue to pay. How much is a gallon of gas going for these days, Virginia?
$2.60 to $2.80, depending on where you pump.
Okay, so if you've got $2.80, that would run you $11.20. So it's $13 for the electricity. I'm going to stay with my gas guzzler.
Not if you plug in at the Broken Egg Cafe. That's free.
Yeah, I don't know if they had to pay or not. I just looked. I'm like, well, what is that car doing there? I'm like, oh, it looks like she's, I don't know, charging up. Yeah, and they say that electricity rates depend on where you are. So, I don't know. Something to look into. Is it a good thing to do? Yeah, somebody's saying they're all over. Delray Marketplace has charging.
Okay.
They have a charging lot for electric cars. Is there going to be like a place where we won't be able to park in the future? Because I think it's reserved.
All the good spots in the front.
Yeah. It's like this is how they're going to force you into having to buy one of those plug-in cars. Because you won't be able to park anywhere else. See, this is what happens. You want to keep your old jalopy?
I think some of these cars are half and half. Like, you can still put some gas in it in case you get into a crisis where your juice runs out. It still goes on a little bit of gas.
Mm-hmm.
The world is changing.
The world is changing.
The world is...
Imagine you can't find a place to plug in, and now you run out of juice. What do you do?
Yeah, somebody said you do have to pay to hook up your electric car. Yeah.
So it's not free?
Nothing's free. You know Apple's gonna get involved.
What do you get in Boca for free? What in Boca is you have to pay to breathe in Boca. There's like a breathing tax or something.
Apple will pair up. You'll have to get new chargers for your car. It'll be awful.
Yeah. Come on. All right. About time for that after the show podcast. That means JBird is going to hit us with a thought for the day.
Ready? Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair.
Oh, so true. Don't break it.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.